The Wisconsin Department of Justice and FBI are investigating the bomb threats. There have been no press conferences yet, leaving many questions unanswered. Today I spoke with Attorney General Josh Kaul about the investigation. Wednesday morning brought with it another bomb threat to the usually quiet city of Kiel.
We talked to some people yesterday who said they're pretty confused and don't feel well communicated about what's going on. So what would you say to the community right now as these bomb threats continue?
Well, first of all, these threats are absolutely unacceptable and they're despicable. These are kids who are trying to go to school, and interfering with that, putting kids and their parents in a position where they need to be concerned about their own safety, it's a crime.
Attorney General Josh Kaul says the Wisconsin Department of Justice is supporting law enforcement as they work to hold the people responsible for the threats accountable. The Kiel Police Department says the bomb threats are coming via email.
I mean, a lot of people are saying, well, why not check the IP address? Why can't we track the emails? So what would you say about that?
Yeah, well, there are two things I would say. First, if there are any specific public safety issues that law enforcement becomes aware of that the Kiel community needs to know about, those are going to be communicated as quickly as possible so that people are aware of any information that law enforcement knows that might impact their safety.
10 days after the first threat to Kiel Middle School, law enforcement has not said if someone is in custody for the emails.
Is there a timeline when we might get answers on who's behind all of this?
That'll depend on what course the investigation takes, but what I can say is that these types of threats to school safety are a major concern to law enforcement and will be given the utmost seriousness in terms of the investigation.
Kaul suggests people let the legal system run its course, and in the meantime, respect the students of Kiel's privacy and ability to learn in a safe space.
For the sixth time, the Kiel Police Department is reporting another threat in relation to the school district's Title IX investigation. So far, district schools, government buildings, the police department, and the public library have been threatened. This time around, police say the threat said if the Kiel area school district does not drop its Title IX complaint by Friday, multiple locations in the city will be targeted, including all stores.
Continuously coming threat from I don't know from where. So scary.
Other store owners we spoke to didn't want to go on camera because they said adding more attention is only adding fuel to the fire.
Kiel schools, all public and private, were also listed, along with all roads, city buildings, the Kiel Police Department again, and the wastewater treatment plant.
At the beginning, somebody threatening in high school. Right now, in store everywhere, even in the road, everywhere.
Kiel Police said the City of Kiel Emergency Management Team is working with local, state, and federal authorities on this matter. The department says it's meeting and planning a response to any and all threats. We reached out to Kiel's chief of police, and while he was unable to grant an on-camera interview, he says the teams have been meeting all day and will continue to do so.
We don't get any news about from police. So see what happened.
Given that the threat specifically gave the Kiel School District until Friday to drop the Title IX complaint against the 3 students, we also reached out to the district to see where they were with its investigation. We did not hear back from district officials.
Kids are the future. The kids need to grow, live life.
Lisa Lubner lives in Manitowoc with children in high school, ages 15 and 16. She's scared what happened in Uvalde, Texas could happen here, leading to what she told her children after the devastating shooting.
Tell them that I love them. I say it every single day, all day. Every time I see them, call them on the phone. You never know when's going to be the last. And it's too soon to ever think of that. But you never know nowadays.
Hoping her children are safe within the walls of their school. Meanwhile, Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has said he's open to the idea of arming teachers inside of schools, something Wisconsin Gun Owners Inc. supports. In a statement, the organization says arming teachers and school staff would act, quote, as both a deterrent and defense against madmen that would commit these heinous acts against the most vulnerable among us.
Why are we still continuing to have these senseless tragedies?
Jennifer Estrada, executive director for Crusaders of Justicia, organized the vigil in Manitowoc on Friday evening, where children held posters of those killed, some not much older than themselves. And families reflected, holding on to one another tighter than before. Estrada saying the organization is part of the 80% Coalition, a group against gun violence.
We should not be fearful to take our children to school and be fearful that we can't go and pick them up, because there are things that can be done. There are legislative things that can be done, and we as parents have to give, a voice to our own children and those children that no longer have a voice.
saying she wants action taken so this doesn't happen again.